Hi, Facebook friends. Helen Archontou here, CEO of the YWCA of Northern New Jersey. So happy to have some time with you this afternoon. It's Thursday, in case you needed to know that. We are thrilled to have YWTV to stay connected, stay social during this time we're social distancing. And we've had so many wonderful opportunities to be educated and inspired on topics that are relevant for us, especially now. And today is no different. Today is a wonderful opportunity for us to be talking about self-care, which is so important, especially now when we're feeling and carrying so much stress, different kind of stress than normal, but definitely stress. And although the world is kind of opening up a little bit and people are getting out a little bit more, we still have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. And many of us have experienced interrupted sleep patterns over the last few months, or if you're me, maybe no sleep patterns, not even interrupted, just none. And, we're balancing a lot of stress. Some of us have job uncertainty. Some of us are having, health issues related to COVID or not. And obviously, just managing our daily well being. So all of these issues definitely take their toll on our skin and our appearance and how we look each day. So we're so excited to have two experts with us from Clinique, Chris Carbone and Diana Ross, and they are going to share some tips and tricks on how we can fight the look of fatigue and assure and achieve a healthier glow. So we're so excited. And I shared with them, my mother is a lifelong Clinique user. And what I absolutely love about the brand is that it evolved and changed with the time. So not only does my 89-year-old mother still use it, black honey is just my go-to lip color. So, there's I have to say it's one of the brands that has really like stood the test of times, evolved, and I'm so excited to talk to them and hear more about what's happening over at Clinique. So with that, we're going to get started and talk to Chris. Diana will join us in a minute. Thanks for being with us. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hey, I'm well. How are you?
Good, good. So everyone watching, Chris is a field executive education manager for Clinique Northeast. And prior to being with Clinique, he was the field executive and trainer for the Metro. Okay, wait, prior to his current role, I'm sorry, he was still with Clinique then. He was the field and executive trainer for the Metro New York City market, working with all Clinique consultants in the area. And before coming to Clinique, this is what I read because I had read this before. He was with Sephora for 7 years, working in various education and development positions for them across the country. And if you're a girl who likes makeup, Sephora and Clinique, I mean,
Yep.
for anyone who likes makeup, I should say, what's better than that's on your resume, Chris? How exciting!
Yeah, it's I'm very lucky. I've worked for some of the best companies out there. So
So, how did
thanks
you
for
get
having
into this field?
me. So I actually got into beauty on a dare.
Okay.
Yeah, very odd story. I have a whole career in music and arts administration, and then one day back in 2002, I had a friend who needed a job, and so I went with her to fill out applications on a Saturday, and she was looking at different retailers, and I stumbled upon Origins on the Upper West Side.
Remember?
And she said, "I bet you won't fill out an application for me or with me." And I said, "I don't need a job. I have a job." And she said, "I dare you." And I said, "Okay." So I filled out an application, got the job, ended up working at both jobs for years and years, and then decided to make the career into retail and beauty, and I've never looked back.
That's amazing. What a great,
Yeah.
great story. And another fun brand that's been in my history too. That's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
So now that we've been home, right, a lot of
Hmm.
people have, their priorities have kind of shifted. So tell us a little bit about are you hearing that skincare is on the back burner for people? What are the trends we're seeing right now?
So it's a great question. It's actually quite the opposite. What we're finding is that with people being home and people looking at themselves in cameras all day, every day, we're finding that people are now taking a higher interest in skincare and taking care of their skin. We're actually seeing makeup take a back burner a little bit. People aren't having to do as much makeup or makeup at all, and so we're seeing people concentrate more on their skincare. Also, what we're seeing too is sort of a return to clean. So this idea of a a one-stop shop brand where a client can get something that is clean or cleaner beauty
Mm-hmm.
than some of the other brands out there. And what we're proud of at Clinique is we've been around for over 50 years, and we were clean before clean was a thing. Like, we've always been clean. We've always been a dermatologist brand. And it's now we're kind of seeing a resurgence of people wanting to care for their skin in a very, very clean way, but effective. And that's where our point of difference is.
Yeah, and I have to say that that's so true. I know that I'm looking at my face staring back at me all day
All
long.
day.
And as I shared with you guys, and I've shared with everyone on YWTV early on when we kicked this off, I kind of made the commitment that, because I'm home and managing, my kids and working from home and taking care of my mom and, all the other exciting things that are going on, during social distancing, that, I was totally committed to doing YWTV, 4 days a week, but that worrying about getting my hair all like foofed up and my makeup perfect was not going to be able to be part of the plan, because I was going to be lucky if I was, upright with
Exactly.
everything going on. So, but it is amazing, because when you are looking at yourself all day long, which I don't normally do, you do start to look at your face and like, wow, I didn't notice that,
Yeah, you're starting to be
wrinkle.
like pointing at
Yeah.
things, or yeah, it's one of my friends is actually a practicing dermatologist, and she said, she goes, my business is blossoming because people are now wanting more attention to their skin, whether that's in injectables or other services. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It makes sense to me that, people are much more focused on their skincare than their makeup, for sure.
absolutely. Yeah.
For sure. So, let's talk a little bit. What are some of the trends we're seeing in skincare right now?
So we're seeing a lot of people really put some attention onto aging concerns. So we're seeing people really notice more so their lines and wrinkles. We're seeing a lot of people actually talking about more so adult acne, and really saying like, wow, I've never noticed my skin without all this makeup is really actually a little troubled. My skin is a little troubled. So we're seeing sort of a resurgence around acne, as well as a resurgence around lines and wrinkles or just general aging. And then again, the big thing we're seeing is a routine. People want to get back to, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps
Right.
plus of a collection that will help their skin and heal it from the inside out.
I, I can totally relate to everything that you just said. Because I am definitely noticing my lines, and
Hmm.
I'll be 51 this year, and I have to say, I'm trying to embrace and not, keep everything natural, all the way
Yep.
through. But you're definitely very aware of it, and I mean, I am not someone. I'm no judgment for anyone who does, but I haven't like gone into that injectable place,
Hmm.
yet, and don't know that I would, but I love the idea of having a system, to be
Yes.
able to kind of keep myself, feeling at least I'm doing everything I can, naturally and as naturally as possible to preserve.
Yeah, and
And
we're seeing a lot of resurgence too around sun care and
mm,
sunscreen. I think a lot of people are like, well, now I'm indoors, I don't need sunscreen, and it's actually quite the opposite. I mean, a lot of us have windows in our rooms and blue light coming at us all the time, and a lot of people say, how do I stop my lines and wrinkles from forming and my dark spots? And it's sunscreen is your first line of defense. So
wow.
it's actually we're seeing sort of people getting more knowledgeable around sun care and after sun care.
So that's fascinating. So the
Yeah.
blue screen from the computer.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I never knew that. Everyone
Yeah.
watching, did you know that? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that impacts your skin.
It does. It does. And just ambient light in general. And
Mhm.
I've had a lot of clients say, well, I don't use sunscreen in the winter. I only use it in the summer when I'm out. And it's actually just you going from your car to the grocery store, or your front door to your car, that you're getting hit by sun rays, and you want to protect it at all costs. So it's a nice time to really reorganize and re-energize our thoughts around sunscreen and the importance of it.
So let me ask you the other question before we switch over and chat with Diane
Yeah.
a little bit. And this is just a question that, I know I'm guilty of this. When you go your whole entire day and you're exhausted and you want to go to bed without washing your face at night. Who else is out there? Who else out
Yeah.
there is with me on that one? Who has done that, right? Is it just me that you sometimes just like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And the thought of
Yep.
sitting in front of the sink and like scrubbing down my face is a lot. So talk us through, how do we push through that moment? Because I know that's a really bad thing to do for
It's
your skin.
yeah, and it's such a great question. And honestly, it's the thing that we just give up at the last minute and say, you know what, it'll be just fine. How I like to think of it is really like taking a shower with your clothes on. So you're gonna get clean-ish. You're gonna be cleaner than when you walked in, but you're still kind of getting clean around your dirty clothes. And that's the best way I can describe makeup and dirt and debris from throughout the day. You've got to get that off first before you clean your skin. So the important thing would be to look for a cleanser that is going to remove makeup, dirt, and debris as well as clean the skin, or have two separate cleansers. But it's very, very important to get the day off before kind of allowing your skin to breathe.
All right, I'm gonna try to keep you in my. As I said, I'm not wearing a lot of makeup right now, so the makeup part is less of an issue right now. But it's definitely something I personally struggle with.
If you could only wash your face once a day, I say wash it at night and just get all the day off, and then in the morning you can skip it. If you have to skip one, you can skip it in the morning.
All right, everyone, you heard it from Chris Carbone. Chris, hang out. We'll be right back.
Sure.
To chat with you again. Let's bring Diana with us. Hi, Diana. Diana, I want you to sing the Ain't No Mountain High Enough with your name. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's going on right now, Helen.
I'm sure you get that all the time. First of all, everyone, Diana is a Clinique field representative for the New York, New Jersey area. And prior to her current role, she's worked with over 200 beauty brands and numerous retail stores. She is a self-described beauty enthusiast. And for 40 years of her experience in the beauty industry, she has covered a lot. She's mentored young professionals in both beauty and fashion through industry organizations and schools. And she's also a published beauty and fashion writer. And I have to say, she's also a top fan of YWTV. I am watching us regularly. And shout out to you, Diana, for support.
Love it, Helen. Thank you. You're doing wonderful work. And I'm a Jersey girl, born and raised in northern New Jersey. So there you go.
We love a good Jersey girl. We love a good Jersey girl. So welcome. So tell us, what are the must-have products that we should have in our cabinet?
Yeah. So we talked about fatigue, and I know I'm not sleeping and I have insomnia to begin with. So I don't have anything on my face. So you know that I'm amongst friends. There's nothing. I don't have my makeup on. So a must-have product is vitamin C. Fresh pressed, and it's a really interesting. I just pulled some foil off. Our vitamin C is fresh pressed, so it's only a 7-day supply. So I'm going to shake, and it's like a syringe. Remember, we're a doctor brand, so I'm going to put drops of vitamin C right here on my hand. We're going to go back to that. And you mentioned before sunscreen. I am a stickler. I'm like the sunscreen police. I go, if I see people that are not reapplying, I tell them reapply. And in New Jersey, we love the sun a little bit too much. This is Super Defense SPF 25. What I love about this product for all of you Jersey girls out there and guys is that it is going to protect your skin from not only the UV rays, but the blue light that Chris mentioned, pollen, the antioxidants from pollution. So again, I like multitasking products. And if you noticed, I'm going to do one thing. Hand sanitizer. We are the original hygienic. Hygiene is in our DNA at Clinique because we wear lab coats. We're a doctor brand, and we've always had a super, super hygienic rules and regulations at our counters. So now this is more relevant than ever. So I'm going to take, I dipped in with a Q-tip. I don't like to dip with my finger, keeping it really hygienic. And I'm mixing
the two together. I see that. Cool.
Exactly. And now I'm going to show you how do some self-care. This is how you apply your moisturizer. Remember, you love your skin. And Helen, I'm going to make you pamper yourself because you're a mom, you're doing so much, and women never take the time and I'm telling all the women out there, take the time. Nobody will say to you, Mom, take some time to do your skin or go take a bath. No man, no woman, no mom. No, you have to do it yourself. So you noticed already because of the vitamin C.
Yeah, the vitamin C is amazing. Wow.
My skin is waking up, and it was looking pretty dull there on camera. So those are two must-have, the Fresh Press and the Super Defense. Another thing that I love is an eye cream, and this is Pep Start. And I don't know if you noticed something, but everything is orange. And why? Because there's a common thing in there. The common bond between these products is we're waking up the skin. So there's caffeine, there's vitamin C, all things that are going to boost, and you'll start to see my skin waking up. Yeah. Here is the It's a patented, it's a roller ball. And again, this is part of self-care. Really nicely, like you're at a spa. You go around the eye area, around the orbital bone. The wonderful thing about Clinique eye creams, they can also go on the lid because we are allergy tested, fragrance free. And then you take your ring finger, because it's the least amount of pressure, and you just pat. And then you're going to start to see my eyes wake up because, again, with no sleep, Helen.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow, I mean, you looked great to begin with, but definitely
You're so kind. You're so kind. One other thing that I think everybody needs to have this summer, I'm obsessed, is a BB gel. And you're going to notice another really cool thing about Clinique. We customize everything. So orange, this is taurine. I'm putting a power shot, like a booster. It's like your espresso in your cappuccino. Mm-hmm. A BB gel, which is a beauty balm. It's a primer, and it's a really, I love the camouflage, which matches different skin tones. It's one shade, and it's gray. Like, so the first time I saw this, I thought, what? Well, watch this. It's going to transform my skin with the taurine. This is great for you, Helen. You don't want to wear makeup. You've got the kids, but just enough to give you a glow, and it's oil-free. And I love oil-free products because you can layer them and not clog your pores. Now there you go. I'm ready to go.
Wow. You may make me rethink putting some makeup on.
And how long did that take? It took seconds, really. So everyone out there, take care of your skin, become your own at-home facialist. I'm going to come to your homes and make sure that you're doing this.
I'll be waiting with my mask on. So you did something that made me wonder, and maybe some of our viewers are wondering too. So there's definitely this trend right now, and your rollerball had it, of the face rollers, to be putting product in. And I personally don't have one yet, but I have always wondered, is it something you really,
well,
and it's interesting that you have it on your eye cream. So
we do. I'm going to share something with you that everyone has at home: spoons. So you don't have to go out and get the roller. I keep them in the fridge, and I will apply them on top of my skincare, and it feels really good. And you know what? I deserve this. I go up the neck with my product, and it feels really good. And I'm giving myself a spa experience. So again, it feels good. It feels good to take care of your skin, and your skin is your biggest organ. And it is also, it protects all of our, circulatory and our bones, and it's an immune boosting organ. So take care of it.
That's amazing. Who knew the spoons? I'm learning so much today. Who knew about the blue light? And now first of all, my kids are going to love it when I pull out the spoons and start doing it. My husband's a drummer. He makes sounds with spoons. So I'm going to use them for my space. That's great. That's a great tip. And I love having them cold. That would really be very refreshing. Wow. So much good information. And I love that this is all kind of under the guise of it being a good fatigue fighter. Who doesn't need that, for sure?
We do. Mm-hmm.
So tell me, there's so many brands out there, and even when we were talking about Chris's background working in Sephora, I mean, that's a place that you walk in and there's just you can get yourself dizzy looking at all the different brands. What makes Clinique different from the other brands?
We are. I always say we're unique at Clinique. We are the first doctor brand. We are allergy tested, fragrance free, paraben free, phthalate free. Of those preservatives. We also were the first brand to say 3-step. Let's keep it easy for the American public. 3 steps: cleanse, exfoliate, moisturize. So we have a 3-step regimen that sets us apart from everyone. And being that trusted brand, I have been affiliated with Clinique since.
All right, everyone. I think we're going to bring back Chris.
Hello.
Chris?
Yeah. So I'll just
So
I'll just take on what Diana was saying. So we were basically clean before clean was in. And again, we've been around for over 50 years. And what I also love about Clinique that makes us a little bit different is that we've managed to change over time with what our clients have been asking for. So we are not the same people that were around 50 years ago. We're very different. Our products are much more advanced. We also are good for sensitive skin. For every type of skin, we have something for you. And I think a lot of people forget about skin sensitivity and say like, oh, I can't use that. My skin is too sensitive. I can't use that product because my skin is too sensitive. Like Diana's fatigue fighter, vitamin C was in it. Some people say I can't do it because I have sensitive skin. And you have a place here. You can use our products here.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I was going to say to and she's back. Hi, Diana. And I was, he just finished off what we were talking about in terms of why Clinique. But the other reason for me, as a kid growing up with my mother who always used Clinique, why Clinique was the Clinique gift. I think was Clinique the beginning of the gift, or is that just in my mind?
We were. We were gift with purchase. We were a gift with purchase brand, and it's one of our favorite parts of the year. We do it twice a year for every retailer, and it's just, who doesn't love a fun little bag with some goodies? And yeah, it's awesome.
Nothing better. Yeah. My mom got the makeup, and I always got the bag when I was little. And then as I got older, I stole the makeup. So
there you go. Yeah.
So I love that. So now that we're all together, a quick question for for all of you. Tell us some other simple ways for us to put self-care practices in our daily skin routine.
Chris?
Oh, sure. So I think Diana mentioned this earlier, was the cleanse, exfoliate, hydrate. I think sometimes what we think is or forget to do or kind of skip is really the exfoliation step.
Yeah.
And it is the one thing that really does get your skin ready for the rest of the day. It's something that gets off dead, dry skin. It gets your pores cleaned out. It gets everything ready for the next step. I think sometimes we think, my skin is so dry, I keep putting moisturizer on, and nothing happens. Well, that's because you might have a layer of dead skin there that's not allowing everything to penetrate. So the importance of exfoliation is really paramount. Also, too, I'm going to sort of speak out of the other side of my mouth now, is you don't want to over exfoliate. You want to be able to do it safely and effectively. And at Clinique, we have a liquid exfoliator. Some of you might have known as our clarifying lotion. And you use that morning and night. And that's something that will just help with almost every skin concern. So it is a very important part of us and who we are at Clinique and what sets us apart.
So we want to be cleansing, exfoliating, and then hydrating. And so where did again, I remember this was one of the greatest things I watched my mother use, the emergency mask. And I don't know, do you still have the blue emergency mask? Is that great?
We don't have that one anymore. But
we lost Chris.
We do have a few different masks. We have the City Block mask, which is a clay mask that really removes all the impurities off the skin. We have the Moisture Surge mask, which is hydrating. You can sleep with it. You don't have to rinse. So we do have a lot of masks.
So you do those after you exfoliate, but before you do your final, just to kind of get the steps.
Correct. Yep.
All right.
And I mentioned about hydration because I've talked over the years to thousands of people. They're always telling me how their skin is so dry. We don't hydrate enough. We need to drink water and we need moisturizer morning and night. So yes, twice a day. If you have oily skin, water.
Yeah. And Helen, just one thing to add to about fatigued skin is really don't neglect the eye area. The skin around the eye area is half the thickness of the rest of your face. So when we get tired, when we start showing fatigue, it shows up in our eyes first. So it's very important that we are caring for our eye area, whether that's hydrating it or whatever. We really shouldn't be neglecting that.
All right. I learned a lot. I've taken notes. I'm ready. I'm pulling my spoons out when I get inside.
I have another one for you, Helen.
Yeah.
The face wash in the dryer.
Take it out, and it creates a spa experience when you're removing your Clinique liquid soap. It's wonderful.
There you go.
So and these are right around the house that you can use with your Clinique products.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, you guys have been great. I had a great time talking to you. I enjoyed it. And I'm
Thank you.
First of all, the vitamin C product sounds amazing, and the eye roller. So I'm ready to try new products. So Thank you
Awesome.
both for sharing so much
you, Helen.
great information. Obviously, folks, will link how you can get to Clinique through their website. If you need it, it'll be here on our feed. And we're so grateful that all of you watching could spend some time with us today for this important information. And it was fun too. And with that, we hope that you can join us. We have two wonderful programs to finish out our week. Tomorrow, you do not want to miss this. We have racial justice champion author Theodora Lacey and her granddaughter talking about their new book and lifelong work around social justice issues. And they'll be with us at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And Theodora Lacey is an absolute treasure in our community. So we really do hope that you tune in to hear her. And on Saturday, tomorrow happens to be the Juneteenth, which is a very important day. And we will be hosting the Martin Luther King Birthday Committee celebration on our Facebook page live at 10 a.m. on Saturday. And it's also going to be a very special event. So we hope that you can join us for that. And other than that, we'll have all new episodes for you next week. And I know Diana's going to be watching.
I will be there, Helen.
Maybe we converted Chris to watch a few too.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
And Chris is not related.
I love it.
Yeah, Chris is not related to Courtney Carbone from yesterday, by the way.
Not that I know of. Who knows?
Exactly. I asked that question. But everyone stay connected to Clinique by staying connected to them on social media and on their website. And for us, you can follow us on YWCANNJ.org or any of our social media pages. We hope that you stay well. Go home and pull out your spoons and your washcloth and just do something nice for yourself before you go on with your day. Thanks, everyone. Be well.
Thank you,
Bye.
Helen.
Thank you.